Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all of my favorite products, not necessarily of 2017, but just what I've been using the most and what works best for me. So some of these might not be the best for you because of different skin types, whatever, but I'm just going to share with you what my favorites are. So I also added in a little bit of hair products and skincare. So this might be a little bit long. I'm going to talk really fast so we can get through it. So I'm going to go ahead and do hair products. And I try not to pick too many, but for the first one, my favorite dry shampoo is the Batiste. I guess that's how you say it. I've tried several, and this is just what works best for me. It does leave like a little bit of a white residue, but you really just have to work it into your hair. And I think it's like $8, so yeah, this one's really good. Next I have the Big Sexy Spray and Play Harder volumizing hairspray. I use this on all of my clients or whatever that I do their hair. I use it whenever I curl my hair. And I think it just holds really good, and it doesn't make your hair too sticky or like firm or anything, so this one's really good. Next I have the wet brush. This is literally like a lifesaver for me. Every time I use a normal brush now, I'm like, why did I ever use this? It literally takes like 3 times as long to brush my hair. So if you haven't invested in one of these, then you need to. And then lastly, I have the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In Plus Keratin. I spray this in my hair right after I get out of the shower. And ever since I got blonde put in my hair's gotten a lot more knotty. So it's harder to brush it out anyway. It just makes it a lot smoother and easier to brush through and doesn't tangle up as much. So this is really good. Recommend, absolutely. Yes. Okay, so next I have a couple of skincare products. First one is the Neutrogena cleansing towelettes. Towelettes, that sounds so weird. Anyway, this is what I use to take my makeup off. These are really good. They're not too oily and they take it off really well, so yes. Second is the Clean & Clear Deep Action Exfoliating Scrub. I've tried so many different like high-end facial cleansers. I think from like Fresh and the Marco, whatever, that one brand. But yeah, and I always go back to this because it's super cheap and it keeps me from breaking out. So this one's really good and I recommend it, obviously, if I'm telling you about it. And then lastly, I have the Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost. This moisturizer is so good. I'm not sure how much this one is. I want to say it's around $30, but I've had this for like a year and I still haven't ran out. There's a lot of it in here and you don't really need that much product. But this one is for someone who has more oily skin because it's a gel. And I learned that from a YouTuber. I did not know that. If you have oily skin, use a gel moisturizer. And if you have more dry skin, then use a cream, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so next I'm going to start with all of these makeup products. Probably going to be way out of order, but we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. First is the MAC Prep and Prime. I always spray this on everybody's face right before I do their makeup. And the reason I picked this one is because you can use it before and after your makeup. So that's why it's really good. And it sprays like very evenly. It's nice. So yeah, this one's really good. The Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation. And I have been using a different one, but I think I'm going to go back to this because it's just so good. It really smooths out your pores. I don't have huge pores, but this one's really good. Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm in the shade 170. And I'm pretty sure it just ran out because I was squirting it on my face earlier and like wouldn't come out. I was like, are you kidding me? I've only had it for like 2 months. So that's kind of a bummer, but I like it a lot. It's really easy to blend in. It is for a little bit more oily skin, I would say, but this one's really good and there's a lot of shades in it. Then I went ahead and picked a drugstore foundation and I had to go with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This one's pretty good. This is in the shade 130. They have a good shade range too, but it's just, I mean, I don't like it as good as that one, but it's only like, I want to say like $8 or $9, so This one's really good, and I pretty much use this on all of my clients. I normally mix it in with another one, but you can use it alone and it works great. Finishing powder, the Laura Mercier, however you say that. This is definitely more expensive. I think it's like $40, but it is so worth it. I've been using it for a while to set my under eyes after I put on my concealer, and this one works really great. It's really like fine, so I don't know. I just like it a lot. Also, the Air Spun is really good if you don't want to spend a lot of money on it, but I think this one's better. Let me see. So I have two for concealer, and I don't know if any of y'all watched Jaclyn Jill, but I watched her Best of Beauty video, and I was like, okay, first of all, she's on point with everything, so obviously I agree with what she says. But I had already thought about what I was going to pick out for this video, and I picked out the same two concealers, so I was like, I'm not copying her, I promise. Anyway, so obviously the Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte. Sorry. It's like my go-to, and I can use it for so many different things. I normally use it to set my eyes before I put on my eye makeup, and I also use it to carve out my under my eyebrows, whatever. So it's just really good. It's really full coverage. It's like $24, but it's definitely worth it. I tell everyone to get it because I feel like it literally just changes your makeup game. Like, it just makes your face look so much more smooth, and I don't know. It's just great. And then I also picked out the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This one's only $6, so it's really good. It's not as full coverage as that one, but it still makes your face really smooth. One thing that I was looking at is the ColourPop concealer is only 0.14 ounces, and the Tarte Shape Tape is 0.338 fluid ounces. So this is almost has 3 times as much product in it. So like, that's like buying 3 of these, which is still only $18, but just because this one has more product in it, I would definitely go with the Shape Tape. Unless you don't want that much coverage, then $6 is really great. For eyeliner, this is what I use every day, is the Kat Von D. This packaging is like so worn down. I've been using it forever and I still haven't needed a new one. It's awesome. Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I think this is just black is the color. But it has a felt tip, and so it's really easy to just like line your lash line. This is what I use for if I'm just doing normal eyeliner, which is pretty much all the time. But I also wanted to mention the NYC eyeliner liquid, and it has a brush applicator. So some people find it a little more difficult, but you just have to work with it and figure out how to use it. But this is what I use if I'm going to do a wing, just because I feel like it's a lot more precise than the felt tip and it's easier to like flick it out. But this is normally what I use on all clients. So this is really great too, and it's only like $3. So I use these on all of my clients, and they are really great. They're kind of still like on the natural side. They don't look crazy. They're lightweight. They're the Ardell Wispies, however you say it. But I always get like the pack of 4. It's like $11, so you're only paying like $3 a pair, so that's really nice. But if you go to Sally Beauty, then you can get a pack of 5 for like more with your money or whatever. It's really great. And then I use the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I used to use the Duo, I don't know, Duo glue or whatever. But the thing about that is you literally just have to squirt it out, and so it would make a big mess. And this one has a little brush applicator on it. I used it in my video yesterday. So it's just a lot easier, so you can just like paint it right onto the eyelash, and it holds up really good. I like this one a lot, and it's not that expensive. For mascara, I like the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. It's really good. It's supposed to be like a Better Than Sex dupe, which like I get that because the brush shape is like very similar. It kind of gets smaller in the middle. But the thing is I hate the Better Than Sex mascara. I don't like the way it makes my lashes look. I feel like they kind of break off during the day whenever I use that one. And this one doesn't do that. It is kind of similar, I guess, because the way, I don't know, it makes your lashes look kind of wispy. You probably can't see them. But this one's, I think, better than that, and it's like $8 or $9. The Modern Renaissance palette, I feel like a lot of people are like, no, I don't want that palette because it just has like a lot of reds and stuff, and I don't wear stuff like that. And I've like told people, no, trust me, like you'll use them, and they've gotten it and they loved it. like these shades, I mean, it has a lot like this, but you do use them, especially these I love, and these are great transition shades. They have two, whatever you call them, glitter shadows. They're both really good. The only shades I really don't use is Warm Taupe. I like never use that one, or Buon Fresco and Antique Bronze. Like those are but it's only like $40, and they're so creamy and so pigmented, blend out so good. And I've had this for over a year and I've still been using it, because palettes are only supposed to last like 12 months, but it still works great, so definitely recommend it. The other palette I have is pretty obvious as well. It's the Jaclyn Jill palette. I think it's like $35. The only thing about this is it's a little bit harder to get. I know they are selling them at Ulta now, although, oh god, one of my pans just fell out. Anyway, they're definitely sold out at Ulta. I tried to get another one yesterday, but they didn't have any more. But it has 35 shades. Some of them I haven't gotten the chance to use, but I like that it does have the pops of color, because I will use them eventually. But it just has like a lot of good colors for literally whatever look you want to use. So I normally use this on clients just in case just so I have colors for every look. The only annoying thing about it is that it is so big, so I don't really take it like whenever I'm traveling or something, or going a couple of nights, because some Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer. They have one that's also the, I don't know, it's called Brow Wiz. I don't like that one as well. I feel like the product runs out too much, and this one I just feel easier to work with. It has kind of like a triangular shape, but they last me a really long time, and I just normally use this if I'm like kind of in a rush and need to do like a minute tops on my brows. It's just easy to throw it on there. But if I really want to carve out my brows like they are now, then I use the Anastasia dipbrow. This is in the shade Soft Brown, and I just use like a normal brow brush. Oh my gosh, my voice is like giving out on me talking so much. Anyway, I just use a brush, but then I also carve the underneath of my eyebrows out with a flat brush and normally the Tape Shape concealer. For face powder, I've used a lot, but this is my favorite. I just feel like it makes my face super smooth and adds a little bit of extra coverage in case my foundation isn't a full coverage one. But this is the MAC Studio Fix. This is the color NW22. It's probably a little dark for me right now. I'm so white. I'm whiter than I've ever been. But it's really nice. I just apply it with a brush. And it has a little mirror on it too. But yes, love this powder. I put this on after, which I've said on my other video, but I put it on over my foundation after I do my concealer, and it's really nice. So that's my favorite powder. And then last but not least, lip products. And to be completely honest, I hardly ever wear like lipstick. I normally just stick to chapstick just because I hate when my lips get dry. I say literally so much. Literally. Anyway, I use the least of this product, but it's what I have the most of. I probably have like 50 or 60 liquid lipsticks, mainly for the purpose of whenever I do makeup on other people, just so I have a lot of colors they can choose from. But if I'm going to wear one, this is majority of the time what I reach for is the Jeffree Star liquid lip. You do have to buy it online, but this is my absolute favorite. It just goes on really nice. It doesn't like crack as much as like Kylie lipsticks or like the Anastasia. Those are okay, but I just feel like they dry my lips out a little bit more than this, so this is definitely my favorite. This is actually the color I'm wearing right now in the color Androgyny. I'd say they're like $17, which is pretty good. Woo! I need to take a breath. Woo! I know that I probably missed some of the products that I would have liked to mention. You know what? I feel like I did miss one. For highlighter, I have two different highlights. One's drugstore. This is the Flower Beauty highlight, which I always forget to use this, and I'm like, I don't know why, but it's so pigmented and like very creamy. You have to be careful with using too much, because if you use too much, it'll look like kind of nasty. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put, like, there's 3 different colors in this. It's like this one's like gold and a pinky. I'm sorry, not gold. Like light color, gold and like pinky undertone. But they're so good. One swipe, and it comes with this little brush, which works pretty well. Like, yes. So good. Don't want to spend a lot of money on a highlighter. This one's great. Then I also wanted to mention this palette. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit Sun Dipped. I normally use this on all clients just because it has a good shade range, which I normally never use this one unless they're like really tan. I normally use these or this if they're a little more deep, but these are really good. They're like very creamy, which some of their palettes, like their glow palettes, aren't as good. Like the one that had 6 in it, it was like gold, I can't remember the name of it, but I absolutely hated it. It was so chunky and so glittery, but this one is not. They're not all the same. This one's the best one, I think. I wanted to mention this eye product, the Stilla Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. They have like tons of shades now. They came out with a lot more, I want to say about a month ago. But I use them all the time just if I want to do like a glitter eye look. It's a lot easier than using loose glitter because it has a little applicator, so you can literally just brush it on. I used it yesterday in my video. They have tons of shades. I want to say like at least 20, maybe more. But they're really good. They stay on all day. You don't need a lot of the product, and these are awesome. So yes, recommend. They have these at Ulta, but I don't think they have them at Sephora. But these are great. I'm going to leave all of them in the description box, so if you want to see, if you don't want to go back through the video and don't remember what I said, then I'm going to leave them down below. As always, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more, then click the subscribe button down below. Anyway, literally mumble over my words so bad I can't talk fast. And also make sure you like this video, and if you want to be notified whenever I post more videos, then click the notification bell and you can be first to find out. If I had a dime for every time I said literally, and so, I'd be rich. Peace out.